Listen up. What you are about to hear might get me blacklisted by every major ammunition manufacturer in the United States. I do not care. I am not here to sell you snake oil wrapped in shiny nickel-plated brass. I want the ugly, unvarnished truth about what happens when the trigger breaks and the primer ignites. Today, we are tearing into the top 5 new hunting rifle ammunition releases of 2026, just paraded around at SHOT Show like the second coming of John Moses Browning. The suits are promising magic bullets, but ballistics is a science of compromise. You never get something for nothing. Let us find out who is lying to you. Number 1. Hornady 22 Creedmoor. The wildcat that finally went legitimate. For over a decade, the 22 Creedmoor was a dark art. Custom rifle nerds necking down 6.5, Creedmoor brass in their garages to dust coyotes across windy plains. Now Hornady has it SAAMI approved and flooding retail shelves, marketing it as the ultimate crossover cartridge for everything from predators to whitetail. The numbers are genuinely staggering. A 69-grain ELD-VT screams out at 3,560 feet per second. Step up to the 80-grain ELD-X Precision Hunter, and you are still pushing 3,285 feet per second. The standardized 1-in-8 twist rate allows you to stabilize long, heavy, high ballistic coefficient bullets that cut through wind and carry energy downrange. Recoil is practically non-existent. You can spot your own impact and run a fast follow-up shot before the brass hits the dirt. Here is what Hornady will never print on the box. This cartridge is an unapologetic barrel burner, forcing superheated gas through a tiny 22 caliber bore creates a blowtorch effect on the throat. Precision shooters report even premium 416R stainless barrels dying after only 1,000 to 1,500 rounds. Beyond that, many states legally prohibit 22 caliber rifles for big game. Your ballistic chart means nothing to a game warden, unless you have a gunsmith on speed dial and a fat wallet for replacement barrels. The cost of ownership is simply too high. Number 2. Winchester Supreme Long Range BC Max. Winchester is swinging for the fences in the extreme long-range hunting arena, trying to reclaim their crown from boutique manufacturers. They claim their new BC Max bullet solves the ultimate ballistic paradox: reliable expansion up close and reliable expansion at 800 yards, where velocity has bled off to a crawl. Winchester is loading heavy for caliber. In 300 Winchester Magnum and 30-06 Springfield, they run a 195-grain projectile with a thick, walled copper jacket to prevent close-range blowup. The oversized polymer tip mechanically drives into the lead core at low impact velocity, forcing reliable expansion even past 500 yards. The extended boat tail delivers a high ballistic coefficient for excellent wind resistance across long distances. Brilliant engineering theory is worthless with sloppy factory execution. Serious shooters are pulling rounds from premium boxes and finding wildly inconsistent bullet seating depths and visibly crooked polymer tips right out of the box. A crooked tip destroys aerodynamic stability, sending rounds completely off target at distance. Worse, there are documented reports of case head separations, the brass literally tearing apart inside the chamber, disabling your rifle entirely. That is not a quality control hiccup. That is a safety hazard. Until Winchester proves consistent manufacturing, do not trust this ammunition on a long-range hunt or anywhere that reliability matters. Number 3. Federal Subsonic Rifle Fusion Tipped. The suppressor revolution is in full swing, and Federal wants to give hunters the ultimate stealth round. The catch nobody mentions: a suppressor only silences the muzzle blast. Any bullet traveling faster than 1,125 feet per second breaks the sound barrier and cracks like a bullwhip. Federal slowed their bonded fusion bullet down to 1,050 feet per second and claims it still delivers ethical terminal performance. Whisper quiet and deadly. Sounds perfect on paper. Federal actually did the engineering homework here. They are loading heavy 190 grain fusion-tipped bullets in .308 Winchester and 300 Blackout and 300 grain slugs in .45-70 Government. The electrochemically bonded jacket virtually never separates. A deeply skived nose cavity combined with a polymer tip mechanically forces expansion at low impact velocity. Through a quality suppressor, it cycles reliably and sounds like a nail gun. Credit where it is due. Physics does not negotiate. Kinetic energy equals mass times velocity squared. Gut that velocity and you gut the power. A subsonic 308 at 100 yards produces roughly 390 foot-pounds of energy, barely above a 9mm handgun. No hydrostatic shock. No knockdown power. The rainbow trajectory means a 20-yard range estimation error sends your bullet into the gut instead of the lungs. For big game, this is a feral hog under a feeder at 50 yards round, nothing more. Number 4. Black Hills Sierra MKX. The Sierra Match King has been the gold standard for precision accuracy for decades. Military snipers and bench rest competitors swore by it. But Sierra always warned hunters away. The hollow point was designed for aerodynamics, not expansion. It either fragmented violently or punched through like an ice pick. Black Hills finally partnered with Sierra to bridge that divide with the Match King X, promising match-grade precision combined with reliable hunting expansion. Black Hills loads the MKX in 6mm ARC, 6.5 Creedmoor, and .308 Winchester. Sierra maintained the exact external ogive and boat tail profile of the original target bullet, meaning your existing dope chart stays valid. No re-zeroing when switching from practice to hunt. To enable expansion, they used a proprietary draw process to thin the jacket at the mouth, internally skived it for fault lines, and switched to a softer lead alloy core. Reliable mushrooming down to 1,800 feet per second impact velocity. You cannot have everything. The terminal performance upgrades required sacrifices to the ballistic coefficient. The MKX numbers trail behind modern tip target bullets and heavier, very low drag designs. Past 600 yards in brutal crosswinds, that lower ballistic coefficient costs you meaningful wind drift. Wind calls must be mathematically perfect, or you are wounding animals, not anchoring them. Even so, match precision plus reliable ethical expansion to 500 yards is a genuine win for the practical hunter. This one earns a buy. Number 5. Weatherbe 25 WBY-RPM. The quarter bore is back from the dead. Weatherbe resurrected the forgotten .25 caliber for their 80th anniversary with the .25 rebated Precision Magnum, marketed as the ultimate lightweight mountain cartridge. Magnum velocity without a heavy Magnum receiver. The trajectory promises to be laser flat, and the terminal performance promises to be catastrophic. The 25 RPM is based on an elongated 284 Winchester architecture with a rebated rim, standard 473 thousandths bolt face, but the case body swells to a fat half-inch to hold a massive powder charge. A fast one in 7.5 twist barrel launches a 133 grain high ballistic coefficient bullet at 3,000 feet per second, or a 107 grain monolithic at a face melting 3,350 feet per second. The flat trajectory and hydrostatic shock at impact are genuinely impressive numbers on paper. The rebated rim is a mechanical nightmare in a push-feed action. The bolt face has less surface area to control the cartridge. Unless your magazine feed lips are tuned with microscopic precision, expect the bolt to ride over the rim or nosedive rounds into the feed ramp, right when a trophy elk is walking away. Add wildly expensive proprietary brass that is frequently out of stock everywhere, and you have a beautiful round you cannot afford to shoot. A hunting rifle must cycle flawlessly every time. Rebated rims under field pressure are not something I am willing to trust. There you have it. 5 rounds, 1 reel by, 4 passes. Do not let a slick box or a fancy ballistic coefficient empty your wallet. Know your gear, know your ballistics, and know the law. Stay sharp, and until next time, stay dangerous.